Hello friends, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. April is finally coming to an end and it's been a very wonderful, busy, exciting month for me, but it's left me feeling a bit overwhelmed and pretty tired, to be honest. I had a lot of freelance work this month, which I'm really grateful for, but I really pushed the first 2 or 3 weeks of April and it's all kind of hitting me. And I've realized I've fallen behind on a lot of other important things, especially taking care of myself and my mental health. So today I want to have a mental reset day so I can go into May feeling a lot more refreshed and less overwhelmed. I want to do some journaling and reflect on the month of April and then plan my goals for May. And then I would love to clean up around the house a bit because things have gotten messy. And then later today I want to do something I'm so excited about. So I used to live in Portland a couple of years ago, and one time I was walking through the woods and I stumbled upon a field of bluebells. I've dreamed of finding them again ever since I saw them that day in Oregon. And then I found out that there is a nature preserve not very far from where I live, and they have bluebells. I have no idea what the woods look like. I don't know if it's just a tiny patch of bluebells. I figured I would just go out and see if they're still in bloom, and I'm really hoping I can see them because they're one of my favorite flowers and they're just so magical. So settle in, get cozy, and let's get started. Lately, I've been writing out all of my goals in a bullet journal, and I really love this system because I'm a very visual person and it gives me something to do with my hands while I'm recapping the month and thinking about the month ahead. I'm really trying to work on my artistic abilities. I'm not much of an artist when it comes to drawing, but I'd really like to improve my calligraphy skills and my drawing skills, so it also gives me a little space to do that. I ordered some washi tape and these colorful sticky notes, and I also got a pack of these little like scrapbooking stickers, pieces of paper. So I have my April goals that I wrote out at the end of last month. So I want to go and do an April recap and go over my wins and challenges for the month, and then I'm going to plan out next month's goals. I like to organize my goals into different life areas. So I have career, creativity, physical health, and a lot of the time I do mental health, and I actually should definitely do that for next month because whenever I neglect my mental health, I always regret it later. So I go through the list and I see what I accomplished and what I didn't, and now I'm going to write my monthly review. So I've been using this Instax printer constantly for scrapbooking and journaling, and I want to start printing a picture each month that's like a monthly memory that reminds me of something that I'm really proud of that I either did or accomplished that month. So for this month, I think I'm going to print a picture from one of my YouTube videos. It's just starting to develop a little bit. We'll see how it turns out. So cute. I'm definitely far from a pro at bullet journaling, but I like how this turned out. Okay, so time for me to create my May goals. First, I think I'm going to map out the design. I've really been liking the corners, so I think I'm just going to do that again for next month. Oh, I like that. Might be a good one for May. One thing I really enjoy about this kind of scrapbook style of bullet journaling is it's so imperfect, and like the imperfections give it more character. So if I ever like accidentally rip a piece of paper too much, or I don't place something on perfectly straight, things like that, like I kind of think it just gives it more character. I think that's a great place to start. I'm going to start writing out my goals. As I'm writing out my goals, I like to come back to my 2023 overall goals, and then I also like to look back on the challenges from last month, and if there's anything I need to move from last month to this month, I do that. Planning almost always helps me feel better when I'm feeling overwhelmed, because it gets all of those big looming goals and ideas out of my head and onto the page. I might journal a little bit more with some more specific ideas for like my videos and for the projects I have to do for freelance work this month, and then I'm going to clean up a little bit more around the house. I forgot to mention earlier that I'm wearing this bright blue dress in honor of the bluebells. So if we see them today, I will be matching them, and then if we don't, I just got to wear a pretty dress today. So it's a win-win. I'm struggling to find the words. I cannot believe how beautiful the bluebells were. To be honest, I was expecting a little patch of bluebells, and it was an entire forest. I didn't think it would come close to the forest I saw in Oregon, and it was amazing. There were so many more. It was just so much bigger. I was just in this sea of wildflowers, and all I had with me was my phone to take videos, and I wish I had brought my camera, but I hope that my phone was able to capture at least some of the magic of what it was like to be there in person. I talk about magic a lot on my blog and in my videos, and for me, magic is something that all of us have access to. It's about those little, simple, everyday moments that are just so amazing if we pay attention to them. That's all it takes, is just to pay attention to something as simple as a flower or the light streaming through your window. I notice that the more I pay attention to those simple moments, the more I stumble upon things like this, where I find incredible moments of beauty in my everyday. I'm so glad that you're here and that I got to share that experience with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.